Continuing from the previous episode 2680. Find the latest chapter in Fighting the Sky God, Yan Emperor novel. Boom! With a penetrating smile hanging from the corner of the monster's mouth, he stepped on the ground of the square step by step, and the crisp footsteps sounded like some kind of demonic sound, which shocked the three of them. It's just that on the strange giant hall behind him, there are still two mysterious halos quietly falling, and they are injected into the body of the evil young man little by little, making the already terrifying power in his body more and more gloomy. This guy is the second evil god. Mu Yingying looked at this guy with serious eyes. The fear that almost came from the depths of her soul made the latter's body tremble slightly. The strength of this guy is really too terrifying. Something's wrong. According to the fluctuation of the Master's reincarnation seal, this guy does not seem to be the second evil god. The magic piano in Xiao Yi's hand was surging. No matter how huge the attack was, when it hit the latter, it was as slight as a breeze, without the slightest attack power. You are the second evil god? Xiao Yan's eyes were filled with a long-lost depression. Obviously, this guy's strength made Xiao Yan feel a slight oppression. What if it is? What if it isn't? Facing Xiao Yan's questioning, the demon-like young man grinned, and the gloomy smile was accompanied by bursts of evil whispers. The two of you are feigning attack from the sidelines, and you must not directly intervene in such a level of battle. Bang! Xiao Yan finished his instructions, his body surged, and he stepped directly onto the ground. Although the true identity of this guy is still unclear, but based on the sense of intuition and soul power, this is a formidable enemy. There seems to be something fun in your body. Seeing Xiao Yan's arrival, the monstrous young man had a strange tone, his eyes fixed on Xiao Yan, and the greed and fluctuations on his face could not be further increased. There was a certain indifference in his voice, without a trace of emotion, which made people feel a little chill in the bottom of their hearts. Xiao Yan heard the words, but undeniably shrugged and smiled. From the moment he stepped into the demon suppression prison, Xiao Yan knew that this second demon suppression prison was definitely a dragon and a tiger's den, and he was already prepared to lose both. In any case, Yao Ji must be rescued. This is the only chance. If it fails, I am afraid that Yao Ji will fall into a more dangerous situation because of the rash actions of the three of them. Your strength, although not as good as that annoying old guy, is enough to play with me for a while. I hope you don't die too fast. After a while, the young and hoarse voice of the evil boy swept out again, and the halo of two strange colors in the body began to work. Then see if you have the ability. Immortal golden body. The huge golden giant, with the increase of the 9-color flame, instantly enveloped Xiao Yi and Mu Yingying. There is almost no chance for the two to intervene in the battle of the 8-layer reincarnation level powerhouse. Above the immortal golden body, the vast power of reincarnation and holy flames bloomed, illuminating the whole world into a golden area, extremely brilliant. Not bad power, but unfortunately it's not enough. Hula! Seeing Xiao Yan's terrifying and vast power, the evil young man waved his hand suddenly, and the surrounding world collapsed suddenly, as if being suppressed by some terrifying power. That kind of power is so strange that it can't even be recognized with the naked eye, but its power is real. The power of holy flame, the 9 holy patterns. With such a dangerous approach, Xiao Yan's voice suddenly burst out, and the 9-color flames instantly transformed into 9 ancient and mysterious flame patterns, slowly sheltering next to the immortal golden body, and circles of flame halos continued to fluctuate, causing the flames to rise. The tremors in the sky were getting bigger and bigger. Bump me! Looking at Xiao Yan's thunderous means, the evil figure suddenly waved his palm, countless invisible forces swarmed in, and the surrounding layers of void collapsed, as if a wisp of void force roared out and directly hit the immortal golden body. Boom! At the moment when the two forces collided, the whole world was in turmoil, and circles of energy ripples containing divine and evil forces spread out from the air, tearing everything here. Mountains, rivers, and even the ground above the square were torn apart and collapsed at the same time, and the entire Demon Town prison was suddenly set on fire. It was astonishing to display such a monstrous might from this simple strike. Strange. This guy's power doesn't seem to be of the 8th level. Or, he is very unfamiliar with the use of power. After some fights, Xiao Yan seemed to have discovered some of the flaws. The power in the body of the evil young man is indeed comparable to the powerhouse of the 8th reincarnation rank, but the latter's use of power is outrageous. That kind of feeling, if one sits on the golden mountains and silver mountains but does not know how to use them, he will only ruin things. The idiot in general. Xiao Yan, go on. Immediately, the two figures under the protection of the immortal golden body in the sky spoke at the same time, and 6 groups of pure flame sources slowly rushed towards Xiao Yan's position. Resolve it as soon as possible. Xiao Yan took the 6 holy flames, and then murmured. Although these 6 holy flames are ranked at the bottom, they have different attributes, and the fusion of dozens of holy flames is probably more terrifying than any fusion of their own in the past. Shush. In an instant, without any hesitation, the light car was used like a car, and the 15 holy patterns merged, and a small flame eye hung high in the sky quietly dormant, like a very destructive eye of flame. Once it blooms, with such destructive power, even the second evil ***, who is as powerful as the 8th level reincarnation, may be seriously injured in an instant. Even with such fluctuations, it has reached the real demigod category. Damn, it's not fun at all. Feeling the devastating attack from behind Xiao Yan, the evil boy's eyes shrank slightly, and countless powers inside his body actually boiled. The terrifying sacred flame swept away, no matter what terrifying power this evil young man displayed, but in the end, he was completely submerged under the energy tide of the sacred flame, and the whole world returned to tranquility again. But the giant temple was tattooed. The wire didn't move. Strangeness. After the Xian attacked the ladder, Xiao Yan was not at all happy. The quasi-god level technique was powerful enough for the current Xiao Yan to perform 2 demigod level fighting techniques at the same time. Many holy flames actually felt 2 completely different forces from the body of the evil young man. One of the powers makes Shengen very happy, especially Wulu Zilingen is the hottest, and the other powers are extremely evil, which makes Shengen hate endlessly in the body. And these 2 powers belong to the same source. On this guy. Is this guy the guardian of the giant palace, not the second evil god? But what's the matter with such an aura that is comparable to the 8th reincarnation rank? A lot of questions popped up in my mind. Xiao Yan, second brother, the gate of the giant hall, is open. Just when these thoughts flashed in Xiao Yan's heart, the magnificent and immortal hall behind him suddenly trembled violently, and then the 3 of them saw a stone gate dozens of meters high, slowly opening, a bright road, mapped in front of the crowd. In order to facilitate the next reading, you can click on the favorites below to record this time. Chapter 2696. The gate of the hall is open. The reading record, you can see it when you open the bookshelf next time. If you like Fighting the Heavens God, Yandi, please recommend this book to your friends, QQ, blog, WeChat, etc. Thank you for your support. Opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis. Continuing from the previous episode 2681. Find the latest chapter in Fighting the Sky God, Yan Emperor novel. Just after erasing the evil young man, the dust-covered giant hall suddenly opened an entrance, which made Xiao Yan's mind become vigilant. What a warm wave. Xiao Yi and Mu Yingying's bodies were bathed in that almost purple halo, and an indescribable comfort emerged. Strange, there doesn't seem to be any trace of evil in it? Looking at the light path leading to the giant hall in front of him, Xiao Yan's brows tightened. This world has been carefully explored by myself, except in this giant hall. The second evil god and Yao Ji have no other hiding place at all. However, judging by Yao Ji and the second evil Tongtian's ability, neither of them seems to be able to obliterate the other. This is something Xiao Yan knew when the fire elves collected holy flames. Go, be careful. Although there are still a lot of questions in my heart, I can only grit my teeth and enter it to find out. Stepping into the hall along the light path, a very strange scene came into view. There is no gloomy and evil scenery in front of it, but a very bright hall, such as the elegant room. There is a stone statue in the hall, and a bottomless pool. It seems that the world in this huge hall is a magnificent mansion. It just made Xiao Yan's heart bewildered. The water in the pool in front of him seemed to have some kind of *** red color, as if some peerless evil spirit was imprisoned and suppressed under it. Looking around, there are many houses in this mansion, all kinds of decorations are available, and it is even full of many women's special rouge gouache, long skirts and Confucian clothes, which are as beautiful as a woman's boudoir. Such a strange feeling moved Xiao Yan's heart. It seems that what they have stepped into now is not the so-called second town demon prison, but a mansion of a mortal woman. I didn't find the breath and trace of Yao Ji's majesty. Xiao Yi glanced around, but did not find any suspicious aura, but her eyes were locked on the strange stone statue in front of her. The face of this stone statue is very strange. It is not the face of Yao Ji, but the fluctuations released by the reincarnation mark in the body. Only the stone statue is the most violent. I haven't found any trace of the second evil god. 5 colored flames rose slowly around Mu Yingying's body. Even though she was at the source of light and holy energy, she didn't feel anything wrong. It seems that apart from the evil young man just now, the figure of the second evil asterisk has long since disappeared. It was so unusually quiet that their hearts twitched. Second brother, come and see. Although this stone statue is not the face of Yao Ji's crown, it is a little surprised. Xiao Yi looked up at the stone statue and hesitated. In the entire hall, the most eye-catching are only the pool and the stone statue. The expression and eyes of the stone statue are all looking at the pool, as if they are guarding against something. However, no matter how monstrous the gates were displayed by several people, they could not clearly detect the anomalies in the pool and the mysteries in the stone statues. The stone statues in the giant hall could not be distinguished at all, but the imposing aura on them made the 3 of them uneasy. This should be the stone statue of Yao Ji. After all, her old man's strength will never be lost to a second evil god. After checking it again, I found that there was no evil aura on the stone statue. Instead, there was a trace of demonic purple power surrounding the stone statue, and there was a faint fluctuation that made Xiao Yi happy. That's the power of witchcraft. It's just that Xiao Yi didn't realize that in addition to this kind of power, there was a faint evil wave on the stone statue, like a greedy man-eating beast, emitting a wave of evil spirits. There seems to be a weak vitality in this stone statue. Xiao Yi, try using the seal of samsara, we will protect you. Xiao Yan said calmly, the power around him swelled more and more. Okay. As soon as Xiao Yi agreed, she suddenly quietly surrounded the stone statue, with an extremely bewitching reincarnation mark between her eyebrows, slowly releasing endless mysterious majesty. The purple light swept out from the reincarnation seal, and then scattered on the stone statue. There were bursts of weak piano sounds surging in the entire giant hall, and a very pure power was pouring out from the stone statue little by little. Shush. With the appearance of such movements, Xiao Yan could clearly sense that there was indeed some kind of aura within the stone statue that was slowly recovering, but the power in his body made him feel uneasy for a while, especially when he used the ruler to kill the gods. Fluctuations are the most severe. The source of Yao Ji's power is extremely pure, not to mention that the latter is the beloved wife of the Holy King. In any case, it is impossible for the Zushan ruler under the Holy King to make such a strange movement. The purple streamer was surging rapidly. After a while, countless dust and gravels fell on the stone statue. A suffocating fairy figure broke free from the stone statue and caught the sight of the 3 of them. At the moment when the man woke up, the entire giant hall trembled suddenly, and an extremely powerful wave slowly spread out. My bloodline. Yao Ji just woke up. She didn't seem to have any hesitation. Her beautiful eyes glanced over, her calm eyes fixed on Xiao Yi, and a sense of vicissitudes emerged. Master. Looking at this unparalleled and beautiful figure in front of her, the fluctuations between Xiao Yi's eyebrows became more and more violent, her hoarse voice was full of movement, and a trace of tears slipped down her cheeks. Yao Ji is the goddess of their fire elves. The emergence of witchcraft is all thanks to her. Since the First World War, the status and power of fire elves have plummeted. Now that Yao Ji has been successfully rescued, the glory of the Fire Elf clan will naturally return to its peak, and even the rescue of the Xiao clan has a lot of confidence. Xiao Yan. Xiao Yi on the side was ecstatic, but Mu Yingying was slightly aware that something was wrong. Beneath Xiao Yan's smiling face, there seemed to be a chilling and terrifying power hidden in her heart. The inheritance of the seal of reincarnation is not perfect, so please accept my inheritance here. Yao Ji's expression was calm, and then she slowly stretched out her long and slender arms, gently embellishing Xiao Yi's body, and a purple halo came out of nowhere. Thank you, Master. At this moment, the reincarnation seal in Xiao Yi's body also exudes a touch of hot fluctuations immediately. She quietly closed her eyes, waiting to receive the perfect inheritance. And just when Yao Ji's wave of energy halo was about to cover Xiao Yi's body, a strange palm easily pushed Xiao Yi's body away. Second brother? Feeling a huge repulsive force around her, Xiao Yi couldn't help but open her eyes. Before Xiao Yi's voice completely fell, she saw Xiao Yan, who was beside her, grab Mu Yingying and herself in his hands, and the majestic flames of heaven and earth appeared all over her body. A monstrous flame of light burst out, completely surrounding the hall and mansion, burning it. You're not Yao Ji, am I right? Yin Corp's evil god. Xiao Yan's eyes were extremely vigilant, and looking at the guy in front of him, an extremely cold murderous aura filled the air. For the convenience of reading next time, you can click the favorite below to record this time. Chapter 2697 You, not Yao Ji. The reading record, you can see it next time you open the bookshelf. If you like Fighting the Heavens God, Yandy, please recommend this book to your friends, QQ, blog, WeChat, etc. Thank you for your support. Opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis. Continuing from the previous episode 2682. Find the latest chapter in Fighting the Sky God, Yan Emperor novel. Second brother, are you? Listening to Xiao Yan's cold, low voice, the joy in Xiao Yi's eyes instantly dissipated, instead a dignified expression. Obviously, between the seal of reincarnation and Xiao Yan, Xiao Yi chose unreserved trust. But if the guy in front of him is the so-called second evil god, why does the seal of samsara emit such strange fluctuations? Could it be that this Yao Ji is a fake Yao Ji? Descendants of the Xiao clan. Why did you say this? The figure suspected of being a fake Yao Ji was shocked by Xiao Yan's words, but there was not much expression on his face. He just turned his head slightly to look at Xiao Yan. Xiao Yan, could it be wrong? Mu Yingying also turned her head to look at Xiao Yan, her expression extremely puzzled. Your Majesty, Yao Ji is the founder of witchcraft power. I dare to conclude. You are not Yao Ji, but the second evil god. Without the slightest hesitation, the three figures instantly opened a distance of several hundred meters from Yao Ji, and the flame formation dominated by Xiao Yan's holy flames surged violently, and a monstrous holy energy imprisoned the entire world. I don't know where I made a mistake? At this moment, fake Yao Ji did not quibble, but her eyes were full of surprise. Looking at Xiao Yan, even her soft voice became a lot indifferent. Your disguise is very good. It's a pity that I have a fetish that can distinguish the authenticity from the fake. At this moment, Xiao Yan grinned, and the endless fighting spirit filled his body. The reason why this second town demon prison looks like this is that everything is a conspiracy of the second evil god, but what is its purpose? Even now, there are still many unsolved mysteries about Yao Ji, the second evil asterisk and the demon-suppressing prison, which still haunt Xiao Yan. I originally thought that the people who came to save Yao Ji would definitely be the strong ones standing among the peaks of the Great Thousand World, but I didn't expect it to be just three hairy boys. But it doesn't matter. Today, I will leave here with the power of Yao Ji. I will destroy your great world in the future. Fake Yao Ji's demeanor seemed a little crazy, her words and actions made her mind slightly chill, and an extremely evil wave slowly emerged from her body. That kind of fluctuation is actually the same as the evil god's breath that he felt in the fire elves at the beginning. Infernal Corpse evil god, this is your burial place. Faced with the madness of the Yin Corpse evil god, Xiao Yan smiled slightly, with endless thunder and fiery flames rising up in his eyes at the same time. It's ridiculous, as strong as Yao Ji's strength close to the 9th level reincarnation level, and it has not been able to obliterate me, just relying on your quasi-8th level strength? Idiot talking about a dream. Boom! The fake Yao Ji sneered, and then the jade hand slowly moved towards Xiao Yan's position, only to see that the void of this giant palace mansion suddenly rolled violently. Just a moment later, there were bursts of strange puffing sounds from the void of the mansion. Looking up, blood-colored chains suddenly flew from the surrounding of the giant palace mansion. Is there the power of Yao Ji's majesty? What the asterisk is going on here? Seeing that the originally quiet fake Yao Ji suddenly became so vicious, there was a buzzing in Xiao Yi's mind. Yao Ji is the pinnacle powerhouse of the Great Thousand World, and also the founder of witchcraft power. If such a powerhouse is swallowed by the second evil god, it will be a huge loss to the Great Thousand World. Boom! In the face of Yao Ji's first attack, the ancient formation of monstrous flames surged, and circles of flame energy ripples emerged, which turned out to be easily resolved, but the core of this formation was only 700,000, far from not enough to continuously resist the latter attack. Your Majesty Yao Ji will not fall, nor will the second evil god. The guy outside the gate just now is the fusion of Yaoji's power and the evil god's power. Unfortunately, Kong has a strength, and his attainments are too low. Xiao Yan's eyes are constantly rolling. The consumption of such a self-created formation is really huge, and it is impossible to support this strength for too long. And the second evil asterisk who cherishes the power of Yao Ji has a strange power, which not only contains evil power, but also contains Yao Ji's power. Under the influence of the two forces, Xiao Yan's attack weakened a lot. The display of demigods really needs a medium, but this kind of rule does not seem to apply to Xiao Yan, even if it is only by virtue of the dragon god transformation, or the power of Fenju and Sheng Yan. Xiao Yan is enough to display the real demigod rank fighting skills. But even if nearly dozens of holy flames were just fused on the square, the power was only a little stronger than the ordinary demigod level fighting skills. It seems that he wants to perform a sky-shattering blow that surpasses the demigod-level fighting skills. Too unknown. I don't know how high the sky is. The hairy boy will let you be buried here today. Yin Corpse Blood Talisman. On the beautiful face of the fake Yaoji, a charming and dangerous smile suddenly appeared, and then countless blood red and purple power emerged, slowly gathering on her jade hand. The dazzling halo flickered, and an ancient and evil rune slowly descended into the giant hall. With the appearance of this rune, the flame formation in the entire giant hall trembled slightly, as if it would collapse completely. Even the evil rune was filled with a strange coercion that enveloped Xiao Yan and the others. The Holy Pillar of Thunder. At this moment, Xiao Yan shook his head weakly, dismissed the surrounding flame formations. A simple book was slightly crawling in front of him, and a terrifying aura that shook the world slowly spread out. The sound of thunder, suddenly transmitted from the ancient book, suddenly exploded in this void. At the same time, a gray pillar of thunder about the size of an arm suddenly poured out from Xiao Yan's body, and immediately crouched quietly in front of him. Lei Zhu seems to be extremely small, but it is full of countless gray dead lines. These lines are slowly beating, and a violent force unexpectedly releases extraordinary power, and there is a faint feeling of countering the powerful blow of the fake Yao Ji in front of him. Trace. HMPH. The power of the Thunder Lord? Forget it. I will completely kill you here today. The blood-colored light from the sky dripped like a rain of blood, forming the whole world into a vicious and airtight giant net. One of the two color runes flashing blood and purple was slowly moving falling. The fluctuations in it are terrifying. I can't ask for it. Boom. With a bang, two attacks, like two giant meteorites that fell from the sky, completely smashed together, and the fluctuations generated along the way suddenly completely revealed the true face of this world. Bloody, evil spirits, and the evil power of witchcraft are scattered in the void, and the gloomy and coldness is endless. It turns out that the images of mountains, rivers before were just a blindfold. It's just that at the end of this dark holy abyss, there seems to be a thick purple crystal layer, which completely seals this area and the great world. The purple crystal layer is full of that monstrous divine power, even if it is the current Xiao Yan's strength, can't tear it apart without authorization, or even escape from here. It seems that this so-called dark holy abyss is a Jedi world that can only be entered and cannot be exited. For the convenience of reading next time, you can click on the favorites below to record this time. Chapter 2698 Battle the Second Evil God. The reading record, you can see it when you open the bookshelf next time. If you like Fighting the Heavens God, Yandy, please recommend this book to your friends, QQ, blog, WeChat, etc. Thank you for your support. Opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis. Continuing from the previous episode 2683. Find the latest chapter in Fighting the Sky God, Yan Emperor novel. The ability is not small. The sky-shaking blows of the two turned into countless ferocious energy ripples scattered everywhere, completely peeling off the gloomy face of the entire demon suppression prison. However, the attacks of the two were evenly divided. On the other hand, Xiao Yan's dazzling thunder column was instantly annihilated under the evil rune. It seemed that the attack wave brewed by the latter was much more powerful than the ordinary demigod-level fighting skills. For a while, a contemptuous smile appeared on the corner of fake Yaoji's mouth, and countless scarlet blood energies surged up, like a group of demons dancing wildly, shaking people's hearts. He naturally knew that Xiao Yan's strength was extremely powerful. If he stayed here for a long time, he would be in a disadvantageous situation sooner or later, and his purpose was not like that. Burning decision. Magic piano. Afterwards, Xiao Yi and Mu Yingying looked at each other. There were countless sacred and evil forces all around them, and they even tried to erode away at the latter. Crack. Although the power of the two seems to be very powerful, when they hit the fake Yao Ji, they were as cowardly as moths to a fire, and they were instantly annihilated, and a sense of despair could not help but emerge in my heart. This guy's strength is really too much. Too scary. Seeing this, Xiao Yan made the countless powers in his body go crazy. Obviously, this is a very tricky role. There seems to be something in this pool? With her knowledge of the seal of samsara, Mu Yingying felt a biting chill from the *** and red endless pool, but this chill was filled with some kind of profound fluctuation. That kind of fluctuation is not like something that is extremely evil, but it is surprisingly sacred. Wan Corpse Dynasty. With a tie, fake Yaoji didn't hesitate again. When she waved it, countless scarlet blood corpses suddenly poured out from the void in all directions, with scarlet eyes and countless terrifying evil lines on her body. This scene is like a real doomsday of hell. Scarlet blood is scattered on the ground, and countless evil fluctuations seem to be criminals who have just broken free from their cages, and they are launching the most deadly attacks on Xiao Yan and the three of them continuously. The whole world, the gloomy wind is blowing, and it is extremely vicious and moving. What a terrible fluctuation. The eightfold reincarnation hierarchy is really powerful. Looking at this dark and turbid world of suppressing demons, Xiao Yan's eyes simultaneously rose with endless thunder and flames. The power of the evil corpse ** is terrifying, and now it controls the power of Yaoji. I am afraid that only the combination of holy flame and thunder can be used to threaten it. After all, ordinary demigod-level fighting skills can't cause destructive damage to it. Boom! Lady's sacred text slowly turned, and endless thunder slanted down on it, shaking the countless evil things in the entire demon suppression prison to hum, and adding the sacred flames on the side. The whole world was full of a serious spirit. One kind of power cannot pose a threat to him. Under the blessing of these two superpowers, I am afraid that even today's fake Yaoji can't help but feel a heartbeat. Kill me! The killing intent in the sky slanted out like a dam bursting, and countless ** corpses were not afraid of life and death, and they shot towards Xiao Yan like an overwhelming blast. Peefed! Countless * corpses followed one after another, but just a moment later, under the terrifying power of Xiao Yan, they were easily destroyed by his bombardment, turned into pieces of ashes, dissipated in this world, the whole world, completely rendered as a * ocean. Fall down. The sea of blood rolled up in the sky, and the blood-colored waves of thousands of feet crawl at the feet of the fake Yaoji. It seems that the latter can completely destroy this world with just a few gestures. The whole world, all prostrate at its feet. But despite this, the world at the end of this dark holy abyss still has circles of purple crystal layers, which are full of power. Even the current evil corpse ** cannot shake it. Fire! Lei Xian! Two extremely majestic voices, like a certain supreme king in charge of the sky, is brewing some kind of terrifying attack that destroys the sky and destroys the earth. The gray thunder beat slowly, forming a gray thunder suit in an instant, which was filled with a wave of death with the silence of everything, and there was a magnificent flame soul seat on the side, blessing on the thunder suit, and the two waves were both waves. It is in the category of fighting skills that are close to the demigod level, and now that it is integrated, the fluctuations between the electric light and flint make it slow to breathe. Tome of Thunder Emperor, Throne of Fire, Fusion for me, Flame Thunder God System. The two demigod-level fighting skills were instantly fused together, and the energy ripples overflowing from them seemed to be able to easily destroy everything. The fluctuations, traces and movements of such fusion are even more difficult than the ordinary fusion of holy flames. He grinned. No matter how fierce the attack of the two forces broke out, Xiao Yan suddenly resisted, and the traces of fusion became more and more obvious. Immediately, when the fusion was completed, a flame soul shadow bathed in endless thunder and light, and the vast divine power seemed to be the true king of this world, overlooking everything. The vast sacred sound of heaven and earth slowly emerged, like a terrifying wave that shook the soul, but such a terrifying energy wave completely absorbed all the power of reincarnation in Xiao Yan's body. Boom! The two Xeon attacks attacked together again, and the energy that destroyed the sky and the earth gathered together again, causing the world to be scattered. Xiao Yan used the power of almost all of his own reincarnation as a guide, and used the power generated by the fusion of two demigod-level fighting skills. Second brother, this is the holy body under the crown of Yao Ji. Suddenly, as the killing intent in Xiao Yan's eyes became stronger, a frantic wave of waves spread from Xiao Yi's eyebrows. A strong impulse tried to control Xiao Yi and rushed over to stop Xiao Yan. The attack above the sky slowly dominated Xiao Yan, but the fake Yao Ji on the side felt a little powerless, as if she would be completely submerged under the divine power of such a thunder and fire soul shadow at any time. Ha ha ha! Yao Ji has been devoured by me. Once there are any 3 strengths and 2 weaknesses in this seat, Yao Ji will definitely be destroyed in body and spirit. You dare to kill? Even if the situation was slightly unfavorable, the fake Yao Ji showed no signs of fear, and there was a gloomy smile on her face again, and the smile was full of some kind of maddening fluctuations. Master, wake up! I don't know if it's useful, but Xiao Yi's whole body is full of brilliant purple light, and it is instantly injected into the fake Yao Ji's body in an instant. A group of extremely bright purple light suddenly emerges from the fake Yao Ji's body. Emerging, a looming magnificent soul shadow, looming. That's Yao Ji. Yao Ji? Several people looked at this voice and had mixed feelings for a while. Several little guys, hard work. The latter's soul shadow just appeared, and her beautiful eyes spoke to the 3 of them softly, and then she turned her head, revealing a very cold smile, and looked at the position of the fake Yao Ji. Real or fake Yao Ji, or maybe there are some unknown secrets in it. For the convenience of reading next time, you can click on the favorites below to record this time. Chapter 2699 The evil asterisk is defeated. Yao Ji is now. The reading record, you can see it when you open the bookshelf next time. If you like Fighting the Heavens God, Yandi, please recommend this book to your friends, QQ, blog, WeChat, etc. Thank you for your support. Opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis. Continuing from the previous episode 2684. Find the latest chapter in Fighting the Sky God, Yan Emperor novel. Yao Ji? No, impossible. Haven't you been swallowed by me? How can you be reborn again? Seeing that Yao Ji's soul shadow was actually separated from her body, the fake Yao Ji, who was bathed in blood-colored ripples, was moved, and she lost her voice. At the beginning, although he said that he did not completely refine Yao Ji, he actually swallowed it into his stomach, and even took control of his body. After countless reincarnations in the past, Yao Ji was actually unscathed. Did she just use her power as a refuge from some supernatural power? Do you really think that with your 8-fold reincarnation level, you can suppress and refine me? I was swallowed by you at first, but it was just a last resort. Yao Ji's soul shadow's icy eyes glanced slightly, and a terrifying atmosphere swept out in a circle. The secrets of this, I'm afraid we have to start from the beginning. It's useless to talk too much. Even if you still have a trace of your origin, you will surely fall here today. The second evil asterisk who controlled Yao Ji's body sneered, and the majestic evil power in the sky faintly showed signs of spreading. Obviously, when facing Yao Ji's soul shadow, even he himself did not have much confidence. Sure enough, that kind of breath has disappeared. Yao Ji's soul shadow slowly turned her head and looked at the strange crystal layers above the sky. After confirming it again and again, she was relieved. Senior, please protect them. This guy let me deal with it. Seeing this, Xiao Yan took a deep breath. Although he didn't know the exact situation of Yao Ji's soul shadow, he took the first step and stopped in front of several people. The power full of Yao Ji's soul shadow seems to be insufficient to compete with the second evil god. The courage of the descendants of the Xiao family has not diminished the courage of the past, but it is not necessary. As she spoke, Yao Ji's soul shadow smirked, and countless purple flames swept out, completely rendering the entire sky beautiful, like a cloud of purple flames, but behind such beauty, but contains a terrifying destructive power. Then try to see who is better. Seeing this Yaoji's soul shadow floating slowly in front of her, her body was filled with extremely powerful fluctuations, and the fake Yaoji's face moved slightly. But the next moment, the fake Yaoji stepped out of the air, and it was filled with scarlet evil power and a strange power like witchcraft. The two forces twisted on its jade hand, and immediately pushed it out with one palm. Such seemingly understated fluctuations actually contained supreme power. With one palm, the entire giant hall trembled, as if it would collapse in an instant. In the face of such terrifying pressure, Xiao Yi and Mu Yingying's whole body rose with strength, and they even tried to shelter Yao Ji's soul shadow. Witchcraft. However, Yao Ji's soul shadow laughed lightly when she looked at the second evil asterisk occupying her body in front of her. Immediately, a blazing flame suddenly surrounded the fake Yao Ji's body, and the sacred power filled it turned out to be a black shadow. The black mist surged, and a mouthful of gloomy blood was sprayed out directly. Peeved. How could it be? At this moment, the Yin Corpse evil god in the black mist poured out bursts of astonishment. Could this be Yao Ji's true strength? When Yao Ji was swallowed up by herself, was it premeditated? However, the faces of the people who were still worried about Yao Ji's soul shadow just now moved slightly, and they couldn't help but take a breath. Yao Ji's soul shadow just hit. The second evil asterisk who was so powerful to the 8th level of reincarnation was forcibly forced out of him. In the body, even beat the latter to such a low point. This kind of power is too terrifying. The evil corpse god, it's over. Yao Ji's soul shadow trembled and returned to her body in an instant. Then she looked at the second evil asterisk in front of him with a silent expression, and shook her head gently. Yao Ji, if you want to obliterate this seat will not make you feel better. Looking at such a situation, the evil corpse in the black mist sneered, and seemed to contain some traces of self-destruction. It just made him very puzzled, why Yao Ji was so weak when she entered the demon-suppressing prison, and was directly arrested. I swallowed it in my stomach, and my current strength is so terrifying? What's the secret behind this? The evil corpse god, just capture it. After a simple fight, the evil corpse was completely at a disadvantage, and the figures of Xiao Yan and the three instantly appeared beside the latter and surrounded him. The terrifying existence that ranks second among the foreign evil races, if they can be captured alive, I am afraid that they will get a lot of useful information for the Great Thousand World. Even if this seed is smashed to pieces, it will never make you feel better. The weak figure in the black fog shook for a while, and there was an abnormal expansion, and the sound of tearing and whistling poured out. Obviously, he also knows that in such a situation, he has no chance of winning, but he is ruthless. The evil corpse controls Yao Ji's body, and the main purpose is to escape from this demon town and return to the outside world. But the power of this demon suppression prison is too mysterious. Even if he controls Yao Ji's body, he cannot completely absorb Yao Ji's origin, so there are hidden dangers. Now I just want to use the blood of Xiao Yan and the others to nourish his own strength and rush out of this world. Unfortunately, what awaits him now is the road to destruction. Holy Flame, Purification, Seal. Facing the death-defying counterattack of the Yin Corpse evil god, the three of Xiao Yan just looked at each other. Dozens of holy flames poured out, forming an ancient and magnificent flame restriction, trying to purify and imprison this evil god. The power of the holy flame, destroying the sky and destroying the earth, did not give the latter any resistance at all, and the entire body was imprisoned. The corpse blood talisman, explode. Devil crossing the other shore. Great will, I will sacrifice to you with my power, come to this world, and destroy everything. The sky-shattering roar from the bottom of the heart poured out from the mouth of the evil asterisk on the side, and then countless forces flew out, and little by little, some kind of extremely evil channel was built in this sky. Even under this kind of power, the countless holy flames, artifacts, etc. in Xiao Yan's three bodies all buzzed. Not good. Watching this scene, Xiao Yan was acutely aware of a terrifying evil force that did not belong to this world, and seemed to be peeping at this place. Boom! At the same time Yao Ji's whole body was surging again, and it turned out that she was directly forcing out the countless evil auras that had occupied her body before, but instead she was filled with a touch of elegant lightness. At this time, Yao Ji did not have any rush, but quietly waved her arms and stirred the pool in front of her, as if she was summoning something that belonged to her, quietly waiting for the breath in the evil passage to come. Master, Your Majesty. Seeing this scene, Xiao Yi and Mu Yingying felt a tingling sensation in their hearts, as if there was some kind of more terrifying creature, which was using the power of the evil corpse to travel far away. In the abyss transformed by the countless evil sources of the evil corpse god, it seems that there is a super strong existence that is stepping on all living beings, breaking through the void little by little and coming from afar. For the convenience of reading next time, you can click on the favorites below to record this time. Chapter 2700 Life Sacrifice, Demon Crossing the Other Side. The reading record, you can see it next time you open the bookshelf. If you like Fighting the Heavens God, Yandy, please recommend this book to your friends, QQ, blog, WeChat, etc. Thank you for your support. Opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis.